All right, all right. Hello, hello, and welcome. Everything is all good. Fire is ceased. We're gonna go ahead and just jump right into Fear. I apologize earlier. I had to do a little ini file configuring to get the game to work correctly. I may have to adjust the game's resolution when I load it here, but we should be all good to go on Fear. I'm going to hit play. I'm going to cross my fingers. I'm going to hope that nothing breaks. Awesome. So, I'd mentioned it briefly, and I'll just kind of go through it again. It's been a while since I've streamed on the channel. It's been probably about since April, I want to say, is the last time that I actually streamed on here. We're just going to play on the low difficulty because I'm a pussy. I honestly haven't played this game forever, so I don't feel like making it too challenging right now. And I mean, it's a 15-year-old game, so there's probably going to be somewhat of a learning curve. Also, text is probably going to appear extremely small, and that's just because this game is running at 4K resolution. So I apologize ahead of time if you're watching this and you're trying to read what it says on the screen. I can't read that. I don't have my glasses on, so it's going to be fun. So, anyways, but to get back to it, so... And I'm going to kind of keep an eye here, make sure that, if there's anything going on with, like, audio or anything like that, please let me know. And I can try and adjust it on the fly here as best as I can, hopefully without breaking the game. So I'm going to kind of, as we watch the intro here to Fear, I'm going to kind of go through some stuff here. So, yeah, as I said, I haven't streamed in about, 4 months. A lot of things went on behind the scenes of the channel. Had my gallbladder surgery finally, had that out. Feel way better to come through the other side of that and tell you, like, yeah, don't dick around with that shit. If that ever happens to you, don't do what I did, wait 4 months. Like, I don't regret waiting simply because it helped me to get out there and get motivated and lose weight and stuff, but on the flip side, on the same side of that, I was in pain for almost 5 years, and I wouldn't wish the pain that I experienced, I wouldn't wish upon my worst enemy. So if you ever have that kind of pain and it comes upon you that you have gallbladder issues, just have it. Surgery's not that bad, and it's honestly not too hard to figure out, or I don't want to say the word figure out, but it's honestly not too hard to get through it. For me personally, it took me about the hardest were the first 3 days. The first day especially, like, it's also strange. Like, I went in, I think my surgery was scheduled for, I had to be there really, really freaking early. I want to say my schedule was set for 9, or my surgery was scheduled for 9. I had to be there at like 7:30 because they had to get everything, together, everything set up. And even with the global pandemic and everything that's going on right now, I was out of there and home by 11:30. Like, it's nuts to me. I was in and out. Basically, like, they asked their questions, they set everything up. I was out before I even hit the table. And then I woke up. I'm pretty sure I said, like, shut up to the nurse because I was trying to sleep when they were trying to wake me up. And the only thing I remember is, like, I had incredible pain in my legs the first day, and that's just because the gas that they fill you up with, it has to go somewhere, and a lot of it went to my legs, and it just, I had extreme, it felt like I did a million squats the first day. I couldn't walk when I got home. Like, when they let me out, they kind of wheeled me out to the car, I got home, and my girlfriend had to help me in the house because it just... couldn't walk. I don't remember much of it, honestly. That first day was a wash. And the hardest thing was the first 3 days I had to...
Top secret, of course. Fettel is one of the commanders.
like the process of like getting up from a prone position was the worst. For the first week I didn't eat sitting down. I ate all my meals standing up because I couldn't sit down to eat and like lean over. So and it was just the kind of slow process of like every day was a little better. Every day was a little better. If you guys watched my video on
That means we
the
should be able to
Xbox
corner the
stuff.
bastard without
It's the
having
first
to wait
video
for
I
all
did
those
after having
soldiers.
surgery.
How do we
I will
find
tell
it?
you, I shot that
Harry
video
came and planted a
Thursday.
transmitter
I
in
had
his
that
head.
surgery
Should
on
lead us
Monday. I
right
shot
to
that
him.
video on Thursday.
Awfully convenient.
I still was out of
Assuming
it when
it
I
does
shot
what
that
it's
video,
supposed
and I'm
to.
amazed I got through
What
it
about
and
you, buddy?
edited that video the way
Ready to
that
go
I
to
did.
work?
So,
Putting him in the field?
uh,
You crazy?
interesting stuff,
He just
man.
transferred in a week ago.
You've seen his training results. His
But yeah,
reflexes
ever
are totally
since
off the
since
charts.
that, man, I've been
I think he
better.
can
I've been
handle
feeling
himself.
great.
Whatever,
I've
man.
been.
It's your call.
I'm still
Goddamn
walking
right
every
it
day. I
is.
still walk
Don't
about
worry.
5 miles a
You'll be
day.
fine.
Sometimes 7. This past Sunday I actually walked 7. Doing as much as I can to just. It's like it was before, like in terms of that. Like I haven't changed anything about changing my diet. It has been nice to eat things and not be worried about, oh God, how am I going to feel an hour from now? That was the craziest thing because like right after the surgery, I'm like, I don't want to eat it. I was so afraid to eat anything because I'm like, oh, what if they didn't hook something up right? You know, what if they didn't do this? What if they didn't do that? I was scared out of my mind, and it was fine.
You in position?
And then it was this realization of
All
like,
right,
I
move
can
it out.
eat stuff again and not be in any kind of pain. I don't know why this text is large, but the other one's not, but whatever. I'll say the game, I think, looks really good, so... Like, running a 15-year-old game at such a low resolution. Can I get through this without crouching? Wow. Using F to open shit is kind of weird, but hey, whatever. And X is my flashlight? I should edit that because that's janky as shit, man.
Hey, bro. What took you so long?
This guy like, hey, I just broke this
Try to find a way
window.
around.
Like, sure, man. But yeah, it was a journey. So, and I'm not going to reveal like where I worked and where I moved to now in terms of job and stuff, but I will tell you guys, like, I was extremely burnt out on the former place that I worked at. Not to the level of like, oh, this is bullshit, because, you know, like the GameStop stuff, you know, that I went through that I've shared with you guys, different, but just a lot of inner office politics and shit that just really pissed me off. And especially in the working from home environment, it just got a lot. I had insane amounts of anxiety that I've never experienced, even when I worked at GameStop, like never experienced. Oh, that's cool. Shit I never experienced in my life, and I experienced at this job. So it was the kind of thing where, you know, do you like I had to shoot that 3 times? It's just the kind of thing where like I just really had to think about it, and I had a meltdown one day, basically with just, I'm not gonna mince words. I had a meltdown one day. It's the kind of thing where my girlfriend's like, okay,
Come on.
what I would do is sit down, write up the pros and cons, and I did. I just sat down one night after a particularly bad day at work, and I wrote all the reasons why I was unhappy. And it wasn't until I did that, when I read it back after I was done writing, and I was like an hour, I sat and I just let everything bleed. And I got done, and I read it back, and I'm like, shit, I'm really unhappy. And I was fooling myself for like the last 6 months that I was happy at this job. So luckily,
Too late, boss. Just leftovers.
I found something else. I kind of had something else lined up, and so I was able to basically have my surgery and then transition into the new job. So I had a nice period where I was off for 2 weeks. Like, I had my surgery and then I had 2 weeks off to kind of recover and also transition from old job to new job. So, and originally I was looking at doing some streaming, and then I just got to a point like, you know what, man, I just want to break for myself. So, and I did. And I think that did a lot of good. That did a lot of good for me personally. But yeah, super happy with new job, but that also comes with what I would call more normal hours. So I'm no longer working these goofy ass schedules or weekends for that matter. So boom. That probably scared me back in 2005. So yeah, now I work a normal, basically like 9 to 5, you know, Monday through Friday. So I have a way much more time to focus on stuff with the channel than I did before, because I was just so overworked, so tired. I didn't want to do anything. Like, making a video was incredibly struggling during the end there. And then with this past, you know, fall, I had all the issues that I had, you know, with medical stuff and the gall and everything. So it was a struggle for, you know, a good 6 months there. I mean, after I got through Game of the Year stuff and built this computer, basically my health deteriorated, and part of it was my gall, and I fully believe part of it was the shitty work environment I was in. Put a lot of stress and anxiety on it that just made my health deteriorate that much further. So, but yeah, so I had mentioned before, I kind of took the stream down and brought back up to fix F.E.A.R here. I've done a little upgrading behind the scenes, so you guys probably don't see it on the actual because I'm not streaming in 4K, but I'm actually playing on a 4K monitor now, so I now have a 4K monitor.
Hey, back already? See anything?
You guys about done up there? Our day's just getting started.
You boys run along.
Guys?
I'll be busy here for a while.
So I'm actually playing on a 4K HDR monitor now, which is really cool. And then my second monitor is my 144 hertz monitor. So if I really want to run a game 144 hertz, I have that ability. Originally, I had 3 games set up to choose from to stream tonight. Behind the scenes, I'm actually playing through F.E.A.R 3 with a buddy right now, and we kind of got started to talk about F.E.A.R because the original F.E.A.R I have not revisited in 15 years. F.E.A.R 2, I want to say I played through on the 360 when it came out. I don't think I've touched it since. I was actually looking. I've never loaded up the PC version of it. I own all 3 on PC. So,
Our job is to keep them alive. Do not engage the enemy.
F.E.A.R 3 I played through when it came out cooperatively, and I think I started playing through it on PC with another buddy. So, but we're behind the scenes. I'm playing through F.E.A.R 3 with a buddy right now and having a blast because, well, F.E.A.R 3 might not be a great F.E.A.R game. It's a great cooperative game. So, kind of like how people talk about, like what I would say about Resident Evil 7. Like, I think Resident Evil 7. Great horror game. I don't think it's a good Resident Evil game. So that's what I would say about F.E.A.R 3. So, but that's what kind of got me the idea of like, hey, maybe I should try loading up F.E.A.R and see how that works. So I don't know if I'm doing a full playthrough yet of this. I kind of just wanted to mess with it tonight and have some fun. The other 2 games I was looking at was Deadly Premonition 2 got a patch finally. I have yet to play it. I bought it day 1.
We're on the ground. Copy that. Proceed to first objective.
And then it kind of got some real shit reviews.
I'd send one of my boys, but I think we need a specialist for this one.
What does that say at the top? I can't read. Oh, saving checkpoint.
Find that gate control yet?
Oh, I have to go look for the gate control. Ha ha ha. Watch out.
Come on, we ain't got all day.
The hardest part of this is like it's gonna be hard to read that shit because it's like I'm sure there's a way I could go into the INI file and probably like edit the text. I just didn't feel like sitting there and doing that right now. So I didn't see any switch in there. So, but yeah, Deadly Premonition 2. The main reason why I decided against that was the patch. Like I heard fixed some of the frame rate issues, but it didn't fix everything. I honestly just didn't feel like setting up my Elgato tonight. And then, wow, that guy's super dead. And then I actually installed and messed around with the PC port of Condemned Criminal Origins because Buddy and I were talking about Condemned and Condemned 2 the other night and how it's crazy that 12 years later they still haven't put Condemned 2 out on PC, which is criminal. And I loaded it up and you can actually run that game at 4K. It actually runs at 4K, and it's super bizarre to watch that game at such a high resolution. So, Condemned, one of my favorite launch titles of all time. Like, that game is quite something. Okay, so those people are really dead. Status unknown. Both teams have gone silent. F.E.A.R team's life science monitors are offline. Okay. See, I don't understand why this text is like perfectly fine and the other text is not. Weird. Well, that's how I zoom. Okay. I want to say I also tried to play through the 360 port of the original F.E.A.R, and it's. Oh, this is gonna be just a little janky. Where did that guy go? I know there. Okay. That looks so glitchy. It's such an old, like. God, this is a 15-year-old game. So animations are a little janky. Another game I actually just picked up today because I saw it was on a really, really good Humble Bundle sale for like the next 15 hours. And I only noticed it because one of my buddies I saw on my Steam's friends list was like had just gotten it, and I was like, oh shit, that must be really cheap somewhere, and I would love to see that on PC. Evil Within 2, so I picked that up. I really want to look at that. That was actually my backup plan if I couldn't get F.E.A.R working, is I was going to install that and play that tonight. I am deciding I might save a run. Can I not? I was gonna say, I feel like I should be able to go out this way. I'm thinking about saving that for Horror Fest this year. So I reviewed Evil Within 2 on the channel. You can check out the review. I love that game. So I not a huge fan of the original. I did a full playthrough of that. You can check it on the channel for a couple years ago for Horror Fest on the channel as well. It's okay. Going back to that game, but F.E.A.R 2. Evil Within 2 is so much better than the original, and it's. I don't know if we're ever going to get a Evil Within 3 because I don't think Evil Within 2 sold particularly well, which is a shame because it's really quite a wonderful game. So, a great horror game. Oh wow, that's pretty violent. Actually running out of ammo. Good thing I got my pistol. I will say in F.E.A.R 3, I love the chatter because it's you and your brother. Your brother has like the weird powers in people's bodies, but all the chatter between all the people are like, shit, get down, shit, you're getting a shit. Like it is just, it's like constant. So I find it incredibly humorous. Why my aim is not true today. I'll say this, and maybe it's because I have my sound through the headphone amplifier, but the sound actually is pretty solid in this game still. Like, some of the gunshots actually sound pretty good. I'm trying to remember the game I was testing out on PC with this headphone amp, but the gunshots were actually so wicked because I had it up too loud. It was making these headphones actually literally vibrate. Pretty awesome stuff. I will say though, I have played a little bit of Doom Eternal on PC at native 4K HDR. It is unbelievable how good that game looks. I have also done Shadow of the Tomb Raider 4K ray tracing. It looks incredible. So I was tempted to maybe stream out like ray tracing, but I just don't know A, if that will come off on a stream very well, and B, if I could stream it and have it look decent, or if it's gonna really bog down the machine. Because ray tracing is really intensive. I feel like trying to do that with the machine that I built here, like, well, it's a really powerful machine and everything, but like also streaming at the same time. So. Slow motion is so good in these games, especially the third one. Like it's good in the third one because so one person plays as Point Man, the other person plays as the brother who has like these powers. And what's good about oh wow, I'm dual wielding now. What's cool about it is when you play and Point Man goes into slow motion. If you're playing co-op, you both go into slow motion, and so I think that's pretty cool. Like it actually works really well. So there's that. Can I listen to this?
You have one new message.
What does this say?
Yeah, this is Chet in accounting. Nobody seems to know what's going on, but we've been hearing a lot of loud noises. Have you guys heard anything over there? End of messages.
It's good. I like it. So yeah, like going forward, I really want to try and start streaming at least once a week. Obviously, when Horror Fest rolls around when Horror Fest rolls around in October, you know that's going to be amplified. But I really want to get back into streaming and stuff. And that's why I said, right now, I don't know if I'm committing to a full playthrough of F.E.A.R. I kind of wanted to just load it up. I was looking for a game to test all, because I really, like, I haven't really put this computer through its paces too much in terms of streaming. Everything I've streamed on the channel has pretty much been on the previous machine that I had built, and that machine was from 2014, so, yeah, I think the next step is I will stream something on the Elgato. I just don't know what that is yet. I was thinking about streaming some East memories of Calcita. I will tell you guys, I am still playing that game in the background. I really like it, but so on the weekends, give you guys a little insight. On the weekends lately, I've been actually going up to my girlfriend's house and staying there because her dog, ironically, 3 days after my surgery, her dog had surgery because her dog has an issue with one of her legs. And so that dog is recovering for the next 3 months. So she's kind of stuck at home because we don't really want to have the dog move around too much. So on the weekends I've been going up there, and she lives in a pretty rural area, so she doesn't have really good internet, which is something I'm still hopefully working on fixing. But that's led me to just playing a lot of single player games and stuff on the weekends because she works nights, so I have some time to myself. And so last weekend I actually, just for the shit of it, loaded up and played BioShock Remastered, the original BioShock. For the first time I've touched BioShock in like 10 years, and I really honestly only loaded it up just to see what it looked like, how it looked, how much better it looked, and I ended up playing it for like 6 straight hours. So it's pretty cool, and I'm probably gonna finish my playthrough of that because I'm actually really enjoying it. She also doesn't own either of the, we'll say, accelerated interval systems, so she doesn't have a Pro. She has a base PS4 basically at launch, and she has a Xbox One S that I gave her for Christmas a couple years ago. So when I go over there, if I really want to play the game, and she has a 4K TV, so it's not, she doesn't have a 4K TV, but if I really want to play the game at like a higher at the higher, I'll bring my student along. But it's a pain to hike that shit. So I was just messing around on the base PS4 with that. So. Other thing I was looking at messing around with, and if I get a code for it soon, I'm going to, is I was looking at messing around with the Tony Hawk demo. I can't wait for it to, like, the sad thing is now that Halo has been delayed, I'm looking at the release schedule this year and I'm looking like, what are my most anticipated games? And Tony Hawk, you know, a remake of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater is one of my most anticipated 2020 releases. Like, that's crazy to think about. But it's true. I love Tony Hawk. I love Birdman, but I love Tony Hawk, the franchise. I've played every single one, good and bad. Can I not, like, just get up there? I feel like that's where I have to go. So. Maybe not. That door's open, which is, like, concerning me. So maybe not. Or is that where I came? That might have been where I came from. I don't think so, though, because I thought I came from over here. Try something else. No, that's where I came from because I shot those people. I'll keep looking. But I've played every Tony Hawk game since the original. Tony Hawk 2, still my all-time favorite Tony Hawk game. I think we're going to have to open this gate. That's really weird. There's like a glitch with the audio. So when I look this way, no audio. When I look this way, yeah. Some hardcore audio here. Is there like something in one of these trucks? It's the fun of old school games. It's like the design doesn't really do a good job of lending a hand of where you're supposed to go next. I guess, oh yeah, we can go down here. I didn't check this. And it's saving, so this must be correct. Oh, wow.
Someone there.
I like watching these people just like disappear into smoke.
Is someone there?
I wonder if that's the other person that I was supposed to find, or the team or whatever. It's an interesting return because I don't remember much of this first game, so I basically remember the end. I just remember there were a lot of good games at the time that this game came out. So it was like Far Cry. The original Far Cry was a real hot PC release. 2004, 2005. We would have had Unreal Tournament 2004. Played a lot of that. Doom 3, I want to say, was around there somewhere. Doom 3, though, I mean, looking back on Doom 3 today, people like to give it shit. I think it's another one of those. Like it's a good horror game. It's not a great Doom game.
Although I don't know how he survived.
Worry about that later. I'm reading Federal's transmitter near that position. We gotta take that fucker out, fast. Jet, keep looking for Jankowski. I'm still reading his life signs.
You can't send him in alone. That's crazy.
He can take care of himself. Now move.
Be careful in there.
We're lucky to be alive.
You're lucky to be alive.
You'd better get going.
And if my mouse seems like really wild right now, it's because I'm like I have this drink too close to it, so I'm trying to be careful.
Tomcat, looks like I'm not going to be able to send you any reinforcements for a while. guys? Looks that way. I'm a little short on detail. I guess this ain't a covert op anymore.
And also behind the scenes, I've been dealing with a lot of allergy issues. I don't have the issue that's going around right now. I guess would be the I don't have the virus that's going around right now. I'll put it nicely, but I've had a lot of allergy issues just overall this year. But it's nuts. Like anytime the temperature changes, and I think I talked about this in some of the earlier streams I did this year. Anytime the temperature changes like 15 to 20 degrees, I just feel not great. I typically will wake up a lot, have to clear my throat a lot, and just not fun. Headaches, like I get a lot of pressure headaches whenever stuff like that happens. So I definitely have allergies. As a kid, I used to have to get allergy shots and stuff. I haven't had those checked in like 15 years. This year, for some reason, it has been 10 times worse. And I don't know if it's because I'm not working in a controlled environment. I'm working, from home. So, but like I will say, like last week, I'll give you a prime example. There were 2 straight days where I left my window open over here while I was working for the whole day. I just felt like garbage at the end of the day, and it was because of that. Because I wasn't ready. So, like, I can go outside, I can walk for an hour, and I'm fine. But like, if I were to sit here and leave the window open all 8 hours, then I start having like my eyes will itch and water. Like, it's just not fun. Allergies aren't fun. So what I've been doing is I've been taking a Claritin every day. That's kind of helped to clear some of that up. But I keep forgetting I can't do that. I like that guy's sick roll. I'm not gonna lie. Can I jump through that? No. The original F.E.A.R reminds me more close to like a Half-Life type of experience, whereas like F.E.A.R 2, I feel like F.E.A.R 2 feels more like a going from a Half-Life type game to Condemned, very much so, and then F.E.A.R 3 I feel like is just like Resident Evil 5 co-op, like just a great cooperative game. Whoops, I didn't know I could do that. That's weird. Who am I talking to here? Hello. Can you help me? I don't know, like, that's weird. I don't know why that's a thing in the game. Is there a ladder here? What am I? Okay. I've actually been meaning to get, and game collecting's been on a real slow, part of it is like, where am I going out to actually look at games, you know what I mean? But game collecting for me has been on the back burner because of the global pandemic. So the one convention I go to every year, we actually didn't go to this year. Obviously it was canceled because it was like 2 weeks into lockdown. So obviously we weren't able to go, but which sucks. But I've really slowed down game collecting. Like, I still buy like games and stuff on Amazon when they're super cheap, or I'll buy like a new game, but I couldn't tell you the last time I picked up like a classic game. It's been a hot minute. So, which sucks, but it is what it is. So I'm hoping this pandemic, at least in the States here, is cleared up so I can go to that convention next year. That'd be really cool. I really did miss going this year, so it does suck. But looking back on it now, though, like my surgery was originally scheduled for March 30th, and that thing would have been April 4th. I don't know if I would have been ready to go to that. So, is what it is. I know that guy heard me kick that bucket. Yeah, he did. Oh, there's a lot of dudes in that room. How do I save? Like if I want to do a... Sure. Okay. How did that guy squeeze through that pipe? That's glitchy as shit. I forgot, like the early to mid 2000s, everybody was obsessed with slow motion. Ever since the Matrix, it like a slow motion effect dominated like much of entertainment for like the next. Think of like Max Payne and stuff. But I think in F.E.A.R. it actually works really, really well. So. I have to keep looking down because I'm so not used to using the X button for anything.
The data's uploading now. Interesting. I found a wastewater analysis summary addressed to an Army Cam review committee. According to the abstract, there's some major contamination coming from upstream. I can't imagine why Army Cam would be interested unless they're responsible.
But yeah, so I've just been fighting allergies. Like right now, my eyes are like you can't really see it on stream, but my eyes are bothering the shit out of me. It's just watering, itchy. Like if you see me rubbing my eyes at all, it's because they itch, and it's just because I walked outside for the last hour, and that usually will do it. But that's like the worst it gets. So yeah, allergies suck, man. There's something in the air specifically that's really just bothering me right now. There was one night last week I went to walk. And there's kind of like a park by where I live that I kind of cut through when I walk. And like, I don't know what was in the air. It was like the entire time. I don't walk through the entire path that's in this park. I only cut through about part of it. And I cut into a different neighborhood. And this is like my normal route I do almost every single day, unless I go to the trails and stuff that are around here. Let me get down here and... Oh shit. I don't know if that actually hurt me or not. A lot of this I feel like I'm just blind firing spray and pray because everything's like... But it was like that, like half of that path that I walked, something in the air, it just like, it was almost weird. Like it was weird. And I haven't had that happen since walking through it, but like something in the air right now is just bothering my allergies like crazy. So I sit here most of the day with this AC unit I have in the window you guys can't see on, and it helps filter shit out, and I feel okay. But yeah, tonight especially, my eyes are really itchy right now, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna stop walking. And in the winter, when I can't walk outside, I have an exercise bike that I do. This year, I'm going to try and change it up a little bit. I kind of really want to get back into free weights. It's something I used to do in high school, and I'd really like to incorporate that and get back into that again. But it's been a hot minute, and I'm going to save here. I'll just save over that save. Who cares? It's been a hot minute, and I gotta get back on the train. But yeah, if I do the exercise bike on a daily average, I'll do anywhere between 10 to 12 miles on the exercise bike, so a little bit more. It really depends on the day. So. Creepy. She's not there. Lovely. That's actually kind of cool effect. Okay, that's that level. I'm also actually running this game on my NVMe drive, so it looks so fast. It's insane. Like I couldn't picture back in 2005 that probably would have been like a 2-minute load there easily. So
Gotta be around there somewhere.
I'll keep looking.
can I break this shit? Nah, this shit's in the way. NVMe drives are nuts, man. Like I'm trying to think of the other game I was messing around with recently and it just ran so fast it was like mind-blowing in comparison. Oh, Fallout. I've messed around a little bit with Fallout mods on PC, and I started doing that right before my surgery. I actually haven't loaded it up since. I killed that guy. We killed him. What was he watching here? Like, what is he watching here? What is this? Like, what could he possibly learn from that? Can I actually read? No. Yeah, actually, I can kind of make out some of the text here. Interesting.
She's afraid of you.
But I can't say enough. Like if you build a machine, put an NVMe drive in it. It's so nuts. Like, so for my setup right now, like I have 3 hard drives total in this computer. I have my 500 gigabyte NVMe drive, which I kind of really wish I would have went with a terabyte, but at the time, just to save a little money, I went with a 500 gigabyte NVMe drive, which I use that as my boot drive, and then I install basically like whatever the primary game or games I'm playing right now, I will install on that drive. I then took my 1 terabyte Samsung Evo SSD from my previous machine, and that's kind of my other game drive. And I also do a lot of my and I use that. And then I have, which was actually, I have a 3 terabyte and then I have a 3 terabyte Interclass hard drive, like standard rotational 7200 RPM. I'm trying to remember what brand it is. Drive, and that's where I archive everything. So any of the videos, like every Marble Gallery video I've ever made is archived on that drive. So, and then I also, I'd say about every 6 months, I hook up, I have an external SATA drive reader. I have another drive that I will pull out, and I will make a backup. It's like a 2 terabytes. I mean, it's a little backwards. I have a 3 terabyte drive in this computer, and I have a 2 terabyte drive that I use as my backup. So, just if I ever need to pull a video, an old video or something, or pull anything out of that video, I can. So, and anything else that I need to back up is backed up on that drive too. So. That's weird because my health isn't actually at 100%, but whatever. Do you like this guy creepy? Oh. see here. I thought there was another guy back here, but maybe not. That's the room I was just in. That's interesting. So how the hell did I get back here then? Something turned me around. I clearly killed that guy there. A lot of first aid kits. Maybe it's just because I'm playing on the easy difficulty, I don't know, but like a lot of first aid kits.
You have one new message.
Might as well listen
Hey
to
man,
it.
I heard something crazy's happening over there. You alright? Let me know. We're still on for Friday, right? I'll be back, bro.
Every message I've listened to has been the same exact thing. Hey, there's some crazy shit going on over there. You should probably tell me what it is. Definitely up to a checkpoint here. Did he not see me? I feel like I haven't had to use a different weapon. Like I've kind of just used this assault rifle this whole time. I wish I could sprint, man. Like, oh wow, they're filtering some more people in. No breaks today. Where did this guy? Oh, he's over there. Oh, he's right there. I feel like I'm really... I kind of want to see it's over. Besides another guy. He should be dead.
According to police, an explosion that leveled a dockside warehouse this evening was most likely the result of an industrial accident. No injuries have been reported, but emergency workers are still on the scene.
Press F.
I must have a bunch of those. How do I use them? That's a good question. I wish I knew. Let me look at the controls here really quick. Here, inventory. Use medkit is Z. Okay. Wait, can I change? Let me see if I can edit that, because that would actually really help. Controls, configure controls. Interaction. Is E attached to anything? It is not. Oh, no, never mind. That's a bummer. I don't feel like remapping that. Okay. But if I want to use one of those, it's Z. Okay, that's cool. footsteps are super loud, man. Like, I was gonna say, wasn't that where I just came from? That's cool. Is there anything else over here? Whoops. Wrong button. There's not really anything down there for me to get, though. Oh, that's gonna put some water in there, and then I can cross that bridge, huh? Is that what we're doing? Look at that. Glitchy. I was gonna say, I'm sure it's gonna checkpoint there. Would they not do that? Just turn on some water and, like, I feel like they would hurt that. I'm actually low on the ammo for this gun. Wow. I'm gonna keep using a bunch of those because I keep hitting the wrong button. Where's that guy hiding this whole time? Oh wow. Lots of slow motion, man. Like, I turn this other fan off. Like, I just realized I've had this thing blowing in my face, and that's not helping my eye itching at all. Oh shit. I want to see if it. Oh, it's exactly what I wanted. Look at this. What? Wow. What in the world am I looking at here? That didn't kill that guy. Holy shit. Let's bust a save here because this. I feel like this is gonna get bad real fast. I feel like that's gonna get bad real fast. At least I have another grenade. Got him. He didn't have anything cool for me to pick up. What does it say? Press F to drop your weapon and pick up the... Okay. What are the other weapons I have? This... Oh, wow. Might as well take it. Eesh. One thing I've also noticed since I've had my gallbladder out, a lot more. I burp a lot more. So if I burp, what in the shit? that's not good. Okay. So am I supposed to just jump in this water, I guess? Okay. Guy should still be over here, right? I'm raising the water for so I can swim over there, I guess. Maybe I killed that guy. I don't know. I assume it's so I can swim over here, right? Okay, cool. Ooh, that shotgun's actually pretty tempting. Because I feel like this gun's gonna run out. So, that might be a mistake later. We'll find out. Help if I could read some of these prompts, but like 4K. Am I supposed to hit this, or it's just for decoration?
Where is Alma?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Some secrets get buried deeper than others, but I know where to dig.
No, wait, you've got the wrong guy.
Hush now, Mr. Moody. The time for talk is done.
We'll probably be playing till between 9:45 and 10 o'clock tonight. Just to put that out there. Whoa, there we go. I don't know if I was okay. I don't know if I was supposed to come down here. I was. Oh, that's creepy as shit. All right. Another game that I installed, I recently purchased on the GOG, that I've actually never played, and one of the reasons I got it is because I want to play the new one that's being worked on. It's not coming out till next year. Is Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and what's weird is it's from that era of PC gaming where I was primarily a PC gamer, and I was pretty much just playing PC games. One I just missed, so and that people talk about really fondly. I've heard nothing but great things about it, but at some point I want to take a look at that and see what that game's all about.
A devastating explosion in the harbor this evening may not have been an accident. We have learned that evidence of
The funny thing is I installed that and looked at that all when it was on the 1080p monitor. I haven't tried to see if that game will run at 4K, so that's it's gonna be an interesting one for sure. So I need to mess around with it and then make that decision. Oh, is she just hiding out in there? Oh wow, creepy. I like it. Keep this room clean. Am I supposed to like? I don't think so.
You have one.
Might as well.
First message from Ian.
Hives. Hi, Bill. It's Ian Hives. Look, I just got your email. I wish I could give you some more background on this, but it's strictly need to know. Hell, I don't even know what all this is for. For now, just focus on the specific contaminants in the task summary. Maybe I can fill you in a little more once we completed the survey.
End of messages.
Wonderful. All right. Let's see here. Creepy.
There's something in the water.
Reed! Come on, make her push.
Oh, that's that. That was a good one. I'm not gonna lie, that was actually creepy as shit. That was a good one. That one actually kind of got me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. I knew she's gonna be crawling in this vent. Is that another dead person? Hold on. Why can't I? Okay.
Where is she? If that finds her origin.
What the hell are you talking about? Who's Alma and what origin? All right, buddy, get moving. Fennel's got to be close.
Oh wow, these dudes are running in. This shotgun is horrific, man. Wow. Oh. There's no way I can get up here. What the hell did I hit? Oh, okay. It's like it's like what the shit did I hit there? That's just a dead body or something? Like, there's a guy just sitting there with his legs dangling off, like, I'm just having a good old happy time. Like, confuse the shit out of me for a minute. Just realized, like, yeah, I should probably heal. Save it really quick before I walk in there. I already see people filtering in, so you know it's going to be another fun. I like how they're all like kind of God, this slow motion actually, like, the more I play the game, like, I know at the beginning now, I was like, well, every game in this era did slow motion, but it's actually so well done in this game. Whoa. It's so well done in this game, I think. Like, it's quite something. I didn't mean to shoot twice there. Oh, that doesn't creepy at all. Like, whoops. I like how I totally wasn't jumping there. I was jumping right in that water, but whatever. Man.
I just lost contact with my recon team, and the brass wants me to send in more men, which I'm reluctant to do until I know what we're dealing with in there. My orders are to secure this guy, Fettel. Getting rid of him will break his telepathic link to the soldiers. Once they no longer have an objective, they should shut down. That sure would be nice. Tell you what, can you spare a chopper? We're seeing what looks like a full-scale withdrawal. My gut tells me Fettel's on his way to Armageddon.
My gut
so
tells
maybe
me,
we
like,
can help
yeah,
each
sure.
other out. Can do. I just lost Yankowski's signal.
Maybe his gear got damaged.
Maybe.
Fire and rescue guys are here.
Am I
Once they've
supposed
got
to
the fire
jump
under
down here?
control,
I feel like
we
this
can
is
check the rebels.
not what
Let
I'm
them
supposed to do.
handle it.
Oh, that was
I need you on standby to head inside Army camp and
Oh,
inside
okay,
is
maybe I am.
Roger.
What is going on there? Where did that guy go? It's just like, like this. That water doesn't look that deep, but okay. I'm very concerned about where that guy went. That was it? There's nobody else down here? Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Like, there's no way they just sent one dude. Let's see what's up this ladder. What a conveniently placed box. It's the one thing I wish there was a sprint, and this was pre like games putting sprint options in, so like even like I go back and a buddy and I recently played through Halo 3 because it came to PC. And even there, I was reminded, like, shit, like sprinting just wasn't a thing until Call of Duty kind of brought that into the forefront. Like, say what you will about Call of Duty, but Call of Duty did revolutionize first-person shooters, so specifically Modern Warfare 1. I guess I feel like that's where I came from, though, so... I can't go through here. Oh, wait a minute. Nah. I don't think there was anything else in here. There's a gun, but I'm not going to pick that up. I think this is just barrels. I feel like that's where I came from, so... Right? There's nothing else up here. So why come over here? I'm gonna jump down and probably hate myself for doing it. feel like I've already been here. This is. I feel like this is where I came from. It is. So why the shit? Why the shit would I've gone this way? Because that's where I saw that guy jump into the water. This doesn't go anywhere. Weird. I shouldn't have jumped down. That was me being a dumbass. But there has to be something I'm missing up there. You know what? I never went up this way. Let's go up this way. I'm just gonna pistol these. Hindsight, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I think maybe I shouldn't have done that. I didn't know this electrical power box was gonna just go off forever. Oh well, I was gonna say you can do that too. I legitimately thought they were getting clever with my slow motion bullshit there.
A little more info here. The contamination seems to originate in the Auburn area. That place is practically deserted nowadays. Probably
Bust a save here.
not a coincidence.
Oh, there's the checkpoints. What the hell? Oh, that was glitchy. That guy's dead. I don't think there's anything else in this room. Where am I going? It sounds like we're about to get into a big battle here. Oh, they're in there. The guy doesn't even know I'm here. Oh, that was dumb of me. I forgot I can't jump into the building. I blew that dude in half. Wow, that's impressive. I didn't see that one coming. Is there anything over here? I'm holding on to this shotgun. It's just too good, man. I'm actually surprised that guy saw my flashlight. That's impressive. What in the hell is going on here? I was gonna say, is anybody still alive after that? No. You know, there's some guy like right around this thing. Dude, I like maybe it's just me, but like they look glitchy sometimes. It's almost like you can just watch them drop in. Another grenade. Oh, I don't have any more grenades. use his sick weapon, right? We actually got through that pretty decently. Not gonna complain about that.
I heard somebody needed a ride. Got an HLZ for me yet?
I'm showing a decent-sized yard just ahead of my point man's current position. Only problem is there's an enemy gunship sitting there at the moment. I'll keep you advised.
Roger.
Excuse me. Something big coming. Chopper. I love the audio. Like, the audio thing's weird. It's just because it's an older game, but like... It's an interesting gun. It's like a nail gun. Who's left here? This is the big guy, right? Excuse me. Alright, so. Oh, wow. I want to see if, like, his own weapon brings him down faster, but the answer is no. Okay, they're all dead. Like, got a lot of people in this game.
Looks like the HLC is clear.
Copy, I'm on approach.
Keep your eyes open for that Blackhawk. Good. Head to ATC headquarters and find Fettel.
I think that's the end of that level. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that's the end of that level. This is where we're gonna save it up. I'll just let it. Actually, I could probably save it here. Let's see. Nah, I have to get through this cutscene.
Your recon team.
We were monitoring them on the security network when we lost
It's a stretch here.
Now the entire system is
It's been a good return. I think I actually am going to continue playing this on stream. I've actually really enjoying it. So as you saw, like at the beginning of the stream, I was pretty chatty, and then as it went on, I kind of got quieter and quieter and quieter because I'm actually getting into it. I mean, it holds up somewhat. I mean, obviously things look dated. It's a 15-year-old game, but like there are a lot of aspects of it I think that still hold up pretty well. And again, the sound design is pretty solid still. And I think that, like, graphically, like, I'm able to run the game at 4K. I think it looks pretty solid at 4K. Overall, I think it looks really good. So.
We got 2 men down. Repeat. LZ is hot.
All right, I think I should be able to save it right here. We're gonna save it there. LZ is hot. So. And that's the F.E.A.R. So. A lot of fun playing that one tonight. So just a couple quick things here, and we'll end the stream. Yeah, I will probably stream more of this sometime next week. I haven't really picked out a day. I don't know if I want to pick like a specific day that I want to tie streams to. But right now the goal is I want to be able to stream at least once a week. and it'll primarily be like between Monday and Thursday, with maybe Sunday nights being a possibility as well. But typically on Fridays and Saturdays are just not going to be possible now. I will try and get this camera positioned better so I'm not like the way I am right now, you know, kind of crooked here, because it is a little goofy for sure, and like, yeah, things look a little goofy, so for sure. But I had a lot of fun playing F.E.A.R, so I'm thinking about looking at that again. A couple other things I just want to mention. There is a new video on the channel I actually posted yesterday about the Halo Infinite delay. And you know, just opinions on should we delay these consoles into next year given the global pandemic, and given that, like, what really is your launch game. One thing that I want to add to that here, I'm not going to make another video about it, but I kind of was a little vocal on it on Twitter earlier today, but it's come out today that my game of the year last year, Control, is releasing a Ultimate Edition for the Xbox One and the PS5. Only people that buy this Ultimate Edition will be able to play and get the optimized version for the next gen systems if they buy the Ultimate version, which is just utter bullshit and insane corporate greed on so many levels. Like, I'm someone who bought a physical and a digital copy of Control. I love that game. This is my favorite game that came out last year. It's one of my favorite games of this current console generation, and might be of the last decade. Like, I like it that much. And for me to have to buy it a third time just to play this ray tracing, you know, Ultra 4K, it's just so scummy. So, you know, and I was vocal on Twitter. I know a lot of people are being vocal about it. Honest thing I can tell people is vote with your wallets. Don't give into that. Don't buy this, because the whole point of Microsoft, especially the whole point of optimizing games for the Series X and smart delivery, is to get around bullshit like this. And what I'm seeing companies start to do now is have workarounds. So the whole thing is supposed to be free, but companies are doing workarounds. We have Grand Theft Auto 5 is going to re-release on Xbox One and Xbox Series X and PS5 at $70. 2K's already said that, so that's insane. Enjoy buying the same game again, and they know people will buy it because it's Grand Theft Auto. It's basically the best selling game of all time now. That's going to keep happening. We have 2K also doing the NBA bullshit, but I think Control is one of the worst ones, because this is a game that people have bought and supported in the last year, and now you're telling all these people that have bought your game and made it successful, hey, yeah, sorry, that version that you have, you just can't do it. And we all know that it can. And Remedy and the publisher 505 Games, they can do this. They're just choosing not to because they want your money. And I know that the Ultimate version is coming out at $40. I also think that's kind of scummy. And that's why I kind of want to go, you know, I'm going on a little rant here specifically, but it's scummy. Like, I bought the Control DLC back in June when it finally came out to the Xbox, because that's the version that I played. And I want to say that DLC was $15. It might have been $20. I don't remember. I played like 5 minutes of it, and then that's when they came out like, hey, this game's going to work on Series X. And I was like, you know what? I'll wait. And I'll just play these DLCs, bring my save over, and play it on the new system, because I want to see ray tracing. I want to see how good that game can run. And that's why I was waiting. So I'm someone who bought Control and also bought that DLC. And now, not only are you making an Ultimate Edition of this game and putting it out for $40, so you're already undercutting what people have already paid, you're also then telling people, hey, well, if you want to play this on the next-gen system, you got to buy it again. And it's just scummy. So I've rolled back in my mind a couple ideas of maybe how to tackle that. I've even thought about doing a video because I'm that pissed off about it. I haven't decided yet. I'm kind of sitting here and waiting and seeing what and if anything happens about it. I don't want to turn into one of those YouTubers that just makes hot button video after hot button video. That's never what Marvel Gallery is going to be about. But this one really pissed me off because, you know, we just had Halo Infinite delayed, and that was the one thing that I talked about in that video. It's like, well, I'll play Control, you know, at launch. Now I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that because I refuse to pay another $40 for a game that I already own and should work without question. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed that rant, and I hope you enjoyed watching me play F.E.A.R. I look forward to playing more F.E.A.R. at some point next week. Please go check out the latest video on the channel. and as always, have a good evening.